It is spider season here in Washington. You may be noticing more of them in your home. Here's one we recently spotted hanging out on our traffic camera. They may give you the creeps, but none of the spider species in Western Washington are dangerous to people. That's according to Rod Crawford, curator of the Burke Museum's arachnid collection and the top expert on spiders here in Washington. You've been called the spider mythbuster. A lot of people have just a fear when they see a spider. What are some of the biggest misconceptions about these little creatures?
Well, the biggest one, and probably the most harmful as well, is the idea that if you didn't see what bit you, it was a spider. Everybody seems to believe that. 4 out of 5 of the people you talk to, if the topic of spiders comes up, they'll say, oh, I get spider bites all the time. I wake up in the morning and there's a little bump on my skin. And so I know a spider bit me. Well, excuse me, sir, did you actually see any spider on you? Or even in your bed or anything? Well, no, of course. They sneak in and bite you when you're asleep. Oh, give me a break.
My co-anchor Hannah Kim had a pretty serious moment of fear here recently. She spotted a pretty large spider, looks like a regular brown house spider, in her bathtub. She didn't know what to do, so she left it there and came to work. How do you recommend people safely remove a spider?
Well, if you want it out of your sink or bathtub, they're having trouble climbing the sides because they're smooth. So if you just hang a towel or something over the side, they wouldn't get trapped in there in the first place. They're coming down from the wall. They're coming down into the tub or the sink from inside your house. It's not possible for them to come up through the drains. There are water-filled traps down in those drains.
So why are we seeing so many right now?
Well, the reason people think there are a lot of spiders right now is that there are 2 common non-native species that they're seeing. They never notice all the other 900-odd species we have in the state. They just notice those 2. They notice the garden orb weavers, the cross orb weaver, which is European, and that becomes large and adult at this time of year. Its life cycle is not a common one for a native spider, and that's the spider that's common in urban yards and gardens, so they see that outside. And then they see the giant house spiders, which are also non-native, they're European, running around inside. And let me show you what I'm talking about right here.
Oh, yes.
And it happens to be their mating season. So the adult males become sexually mature, start running around looking for mates, and that's when you see them. But they are in your house or under your house 365 days a year.
Well, you have discovered some spiders yourself. I know you lead spider hunting trips. What's involved in that, and how many spiders have you identified here in Washington?
Well, I've been studying the spider fauna of Washington since 1971. At that time, we knew of less than 300 species living in the state. Now, largely thanks to my efforts, we are at 978 species and counting. I find a few more almost every time I go out. We go to a place where nobody has ever collected spiders before, and we use a heavy-duty net to beat the vegetation. We use a screen sifter to sift dead leaves and moss. We turn over rocks. We tap spiders off dead wood, et cetera, et cetera. We do everything we can. Every habitat will have different species.
Wow. Are there any actual dangerous spiders here in our state?
In eastern Washington primarily, we have the western black widow, and that's it. All other Washington spiders are essentially harmless, especially compared to really dangerous animals like you and me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know this time of year always brings a lot of fear out when people start seeing spiders in their house. They always seem kind of surprised, but it does give us an opportunity to talk more about this creature that you love and you've dedicated your life to. So, Rod Crawford with the Burke Museum, thanks so much for speaking with us.
You're welcome.
Hannah, what happened with the spider in your tub?
I don't know. I lay there every night and say, don't come for me, please.
He's not looking for you.
We'll be right back.